Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started. Good luck. What is the key benefit of using CAPTCHA challenges in AWS WAF as opposed to simple password protections? Easier password management. Enhanced security against automated attacks. Reduced server load. Faster user authentication. Using CAPTCHA challenges in AWS WAF provides enhanced security against automated attacks by verifying user identity through challenges that are difficult for bots to solve. What is the purpose of associating AWS WAF with an Amazon VPC? To optimize storage costs. To encrypt data during transit. To control inbound and outbound traffic at the network level. To manage user authentication. Associating AWS WAF with an Amazon VPC allows users to control inbound and outbound traffic at the network level, providing an additional layer of security for web applications. What is the primary function of AWS WAF IP match conditions? To compress web pages for faster delivery. To manage user authentication. To allow or block requests based on IP addresses. To support cross-region replication. AWS WAF IP match conditions enable users to create rules that either allow or block requests based on the source IP address of the incoming traffic. What is the benefit of using AWS WAF managed rule groups? Automatic scaling of resources. Pre-built protections against common threats. Access to raw server logs. Customized security policies. AWS WAF managed rule groups provide pre-built protections against common threats, allowing users to quickly implement security measures without the need for manual configuration. What does AWS WAF Captcha help protect against in the context of protecting customer accounts on online platforms? User account deletions. Profile data updates. Password resets. Automated account takeovers. AWS WAF Captcha helps protect against automated account takeovers by verifying user identity through challenges that are difficult for bots to solve, reducing the risk of unauthorized access and account compromises. What is the purpose of AWS WAF geo-match conditions? Blocking all incoming traffic. Optimizing storage costs. Filtering requests based on geographic locations. Encrypting data at rest. AWS WAF geo-match conditions enable users to filter requests based on the geographic location of the client, allowing for more targeted security policies. What is an important consideration when implementing AWS WAF Captcha for user account recovery pages? Balancing security with user experience. Encouraging email changes. Increasing the number of recovery attempts. Allowing unverified access. An important consideration when implementing AWS WAF Captcha for user account recovery pages is to balance security requirements with user experience, ensuring that the recovery process is both secure and user-friendly. What is the primary goal of implementing AWS WAF Captcha in a web application? To increase server response time. To improve website design. To encrypt all data transmissions. To ensure legitimate user traffic. The primary goal of implementing AWS WAF Captcha in a web application is to ensure that legitimate user traffic is allowed while blocking automated bots and malicious users. What is a benefit of using AWS WAF Captcha to protect an Amazon EC2 instance? Optimized network routing. Enhanced security against automated attacks. Increased database speed. Improved file storage capacity. Using AWS WAF Captcha to protect an Amazon EC2 instance enhances security against automated attacks by requiring completion of challenges before accessing resources, reducing the risk of unauthorized access. How does AWS WAF Captcha distinguish between bots and legitimate users? By requiring interaction with the challenge. By using machine learning algorithms. By analyzing server logs. By blocking all incoming traffic. AWS WAF Captcha distinguishes between bots and legitimate users by requiring interaction with the challenge, which can be difficult for automated scripts to complete. What is the benefit of using AWS WAF Captcha alongside traditional access control measures? Increasing server capacity. Adding an additional layer of protection. Reducing website load times. Improving user experience. Using AWS WAF Captcha alongside traditional access control measures adds an additional layer of protection to help defend against malicious traffic. What advantage does AWS WAF Captcha offer for protecting educational platforms from automated cheating tools? Increased student enrollment. Faster grading processes. Enhanced security against automated bots. Improved course content delivery. AWS WAF Captcha offers enhanced security against automated bots for protecting educational platforms by verifying user identity through challenges that are difficult for bots to solve, reducing the risk of cheating and academic dishonesty. How does AWS WAF Captcha contribute to the protection of online gaming platforms? By enforcing human validation through challenges. By tracking player performance. By increasing in-game purchases. By encrypting user chat messages. AWS WAF Captcha contributes to the protection of online gaming platforms by enforcing human validation through challenges that are difficult for bots to solve, reducing the risk of cheating and unauthorized access. What is the benefit of associating AWS WAF with AWS Lambda? Managing user access control. Automating response to security events. Improving database replication speed. Optimizing network latency. Associating AWS WAF with AWS Lambda allows users to automate responses to security events by triggering Lambda functions based on conditions set in WAF rules. What is the key advantage of using caching mechanisms in conjunction with AWS WAF Captcha? Reduced server load. Faster user authentication. Improved website design. Enhanced data encryption. Using caching mechanisms in conjunction with AWS WAF Captcha helps reduce server load by storing frequently accessed data temporarily, enhancing the performance of the Captcha challenges. How does AWS WAF Captcha contribute to the prevention of online fraud on e-commerce websites? By verifying user identity through challenges. By tracking user purchases. By increasing website traffic. By requesting excessive personal information. AWS WAF Captcha contributes to the prevention of online fraud on e-commerce websites by verifying user identity through challenges that are difficult for bots to solve, reducing the risk of fraudulent transactions. What is the significance of integrating AWS WAF Captcha with AWS CloudFront in a web application? Enhanced scalability and performance. Improved data encryption. Reduced server costs. Increased user login attempts. Integrating AWS WAF Captcha with AWS CloudFront in a web application enhances scalability and performance by leveraging the global edge network of CloudFront to distribute Captcha challenges, improving user experience and security. How does AWS WAF Captcha help in protecting APIs from abuse by malicious actors? By granting all API requests access. By increasing server response time. By automatically blocking all API traffic. By enforcing human validation through challenges. AWS WAF Captcha helps protect APIs from abuse by malicious actors by enforcing human validation through challenges that are difficult for bots to solve, reducing the risk of unauthorized access and data theft. What is the primary function of AWS WAF rate-based rules? Managing user access control. Encrypting data at rest. Protecting against HTTP floods. Optimizing database performance. The primary function of AWS WAF rate-based rules is to protect against HTTP floods by setting thresholds for the number of requests a client can make within a specified time frame. What is the role of AWS WAF Captcha in web application security? Implementing DDoS protection. Enhancing bot mitigation. Encrypting user passwords. Validating SSL certificates. AWS WAF Captcha plays a role in enhancing bot mitigation by presenting challenges that only humans can easily solve, thus reducing the risk of bot attacks. What is the primary use case for AWS WAF Captcha on e-commerce websites? Preventing automated purchases. Increasing website load times. Tracking user behavior. Providing personalized product recommendations. The primary use case for AWS WAF Captcha on e-commerce websites is to prevent automated purchases by verifying user identity through challenges that are difficult for bots to solve. What is the significance of AWS WAF Captcha in preventing malicious activities on online forums? Encouraging anonymous posting. Storing user data for future analysis. Increasing website traffic. Verifying user identity through challenges. AWS WAF Captcha plays a significant role in preventing malicious activities on online forums by verifying user identity through challenges that are difficult for bots to solve, reducing the risk of spam and abuse. What is the purpose of using Captcha challenges in AWS WAF for user registration pages? Increasing server capacity. Verifying user identity. Blocking all user registrations. Encrypting user registration data. Using Captcha challenges in AWS WAF for user registration pages helps verify user identity by presenting challenges that only humans can easily solve, reducing the risk of automated registrations. What is an advantage of using AWS WAF with CloudFront distributions? Enabling high availability. Reducing latency for users. Implementing cross-site scripting protection. Enhancing database performance. Using AWS WAF with CloudFront distributions reduces latency for users by applying security measures closer to the client, reducing the attack surface. What is the advantage of using AWS WAF Captcha in conjunction with AWS Shield? Improved website design. Enhanced protection against DDoS and other web attacks. Reduced server costs. Faster website performance. Using AWS WAF Captcha in conjunction with AWS Shield provides enhanced protection against DDoS and other web attacks by combining bot mitigation with DDoS protection capabilities. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.